Thanks for tuning into the NBA here on 2K Sports. The weekend of hoops continues. It's the Los Angeles Lakers.
Welcome, sports fans. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. First for the Lakers and for San Antonio.
The Spurs last year were as tough as always in San Antonio. Hard not to beat when you win 50 games every season. Ended up with a 35-6 record at home, which was good for the third best in the league.
Good.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
LeBron outside. LeBron right side. Rejected by Sohan. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Doncic, guarded by Fox. 6 to shoot. Great tee that time from Fox. And with the Spurs, they are just so consistent. Every time they take the court, you always expect them to get a win when they play in this building.
And the two teams with better home records in the NBA were the Nuggets and the Heat, both of whom have huge win streaks. But as you said, it's the Spurs' consistency every time out that lets them pile up these home wins without anyone really thinking much about it.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the San Antonio Spurs. Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James, and he said there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him, and if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
All right, Doris, thanks.
Well, most of all, I just love the work he puts in on the offensive glass. So many of his points come on putbacks just because of sheer hustle.
And also, Steve, I think he's the definition of a lockdown defender. It doesn't matter what style of player he's up against. He can handle just about anything that's thrown at him. Well, let's start with the positive and the Lakers postseason. They did make it. That's all that can be said is their dramatic passing of Utah and the Rockets down the stretch to take the 7th seed was really the lone highlight of what would be a quick exit from the playoffs for him. He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Going back to the Lakers, swept in 4 straight by the Spurs, and none of the games really that close. Spurs, Steve, just dominated them in every sense of the word. Injuries didn't help either.
No, they didn't help, but you know, the Spurs just outplayed whoever was on the floor for LA. And I think a lot of people thought the Spurs would be a good first-round matchup for the Lakers, but that notion was quickly squashed. San Antonio just totally dominant.
Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Hachimura. Back to LeBron. Shoots from 12. Again, Los Angeles.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Barnes passes to Wembanyama, and there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
To the inside, and Fox gets it to go.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
Kicks to LeBron. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Hachimura. And another 3 for the Lakers.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Pass out, defended by Reeves.
And what an amazing run it was for the Spurs last year in the postseason. You know, swept the Lakers, survived Golden State, and then dismantled Memphis on their way to the NBA Finals. And then, of course, were seconds away from another championship. And
first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. LeBron left side, and he drops it in from the low post. LeBron's got 9. Well, getting back to the Spurs, they look better and better as they went deeper into the playoffs, Clark. Heat were thought to be the heavy favorites at the start of the NBA postseason. But when they met in the finals, thoughts on who would win, I think, were pretty much split.
Yeah, and eventually, you know, this was one heck of a series because the Spurs not only had experience and talent, but they had multiple options offensively. They did such a terrific job sharing the ball. They took the Miami Heat to the limit, but at the end of the day, it came down to LeBron James and Dwayne Wade rising to the challenge.
And the Lakers making a change here. Freaks check in.
Well, I'll tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed. Good looks right at the rim.
San Antonio leading. .157 left to play in the first quarter. The shot is good from Sohan.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Here's Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Here's Fox. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And the Lakers making a change here. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And I think another key will be, can they continue to knock down that mid-range shot? They've been very good here early.
So it's the Lakers now. 4-point game. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and finished off by Bass.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Number 4. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Vincent. Here's Vanderbilt. Guarded by Fox. It's rebounded by Bass. San Antonio leading by 6. The Spurs have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson.
You know, last season, a lot of folks had the Lakers picked as the super team in the West, the team that would maybe challenge Miami and LeBron, but from the start, it just never was a cohesive group and really had one of the most disappointing seasons in the Lakers' history.
The Spurs making a switch here. Paul's checked in. Vincent drains it from beyond the arc.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Paul with the 3. Gets the bucket. Paul's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
So it's the Lakers now, trailing here by 8. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Vincent, the pass to Goodwin. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs.